You're listening to the audio production of The Papa Prayer, The Prayer You've Never Prayed, by Larry Crabb, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Rob Lamont.
I picked up a good friend this morning at 11 o'clock. We were going to run a few errands and then grab some lunch. I invited him along because I wanted to be with him. I like his company. I told him I was writing a book on prayer. "What's your big idea?" he asked. "Well, as I've always said, prayer is the weakest part of my Christian life. I've read stories about great men of prayer like George Mueller, and I wondered what I was doing wrong. It's just recently become clear to me that my prayer life has been mostly about trying to get God to do something for me. That never seemed wrong before." He was still listening, so I continued. "I've read books that say prayer is an opportunity to have a conversation with God, like two good friends getting to know each other better, and that never made sense to me. But it does now. I really believe God has given me what I call the Papa Prayer as a way to get close to God, that He actually lives His life through me, and that idea is very different from trying to control God or persuade Him to do certain things for me. Prayer now feels less about asking for something and more about enjoying someone. As I get to know God better and learn to trust His good intentions toward me, what I desire most falls more into line with what He desires, and I end up asking for what I know we both want. So I thought I'd write about what I now understand prayer to be. My friend turned toward me and said, "Suppose when you picked me up, the first thing I said to you had been, 'Larry, I need you to come by our house tonight. Mary and I need your advice about something. And could you run by the drugstore? I need to pick up a prescription. When we sit down for lunch, I ask you about one of my kids. And, oh, by the way, any chance of a loan? Things have been pretty tight. To be honest with you, I'm hoping you'll pick up the lunch if that's okay.'" He continued, "How would you feel if I talked to you like that?" Yet that's how I talk to God. As you were telling me about your book, that just popped into my mind. I'd never do that to you. I just like being with you. But I don't know how to just be with God. So I ask Him for lots of things. "Is your book going to talk about why I do that and how I can be with God?" I replied, "I'm going to begin the book with everything you just said." I called a close friend earlier this evening. 6 months ago, her husband left her. When she heard my voice, she said, "Hey, good to hear from you. What have you been up to?" I told her I was writing a book on prayer. She replied quickly, "Send me the first copy. I've never been more confused about prayer in my life. Until the divorce..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?